Hey y'all, thanks for coming back. Today we are going to be finishing up Hollow Bastion, and also I'm hoping to accomplish some of the Olympus Coliseum tournament completions. We are starting to hit the point of the game where the direction we go and what we choose to complete is in our hands. We still have 100 Acre Woods to do, we still have a whole lot of puppies to save. There are trinities abound, there are worlds to revisit and items to get all over the place. And as we do those, it's also good to remember that we need to grind to 100, so there's a lot of enemies to kill along the way. I have no fatigue on this game yet. I'm still having a blast with the story and the combat and the fighting, and we still got a lot more of it to go before we get to the end of this one. Right now, I'm just choosing to upgrade my gummy ship. We have a reasonable amount of gummies that I'd like to throw on here before going back to Hollow Bastion, just to make that one return trip as smooth as possible. Not that we have too much danger of crashing, but it's nice to be prepared. One thing to remember is when you get all of the Dalmatians, your big reward, on top of getting your arrow spell upgraded, is they give you one of all of the basic gummies in the game. So once we do the Dalmatians, we'll be able to make our big final form ship. So we may focus on that next, but first, I want to get through Hollow Bastion. Here's our new ship. Let's take it for a spin. And we're back.
Come on!
Okay, so this is a behemoth. Kingdom Hearts tells me this is a boss. Effectively, this is a weak point boss. You have this big, glowy, shiny point on top of the head, right where the three horns meet, and your job is to hit the boss on that horn. The easiest way to do this is to get behind the boss, jump up, and climb on the back legs, or use high jump just to get to the back directly. You walk up the back, you hit the head. Occasionally the boss will do some head swivels or, walk forward. Most of what's happening, you can just stand in place and use your attack, and it will just let you keep hitting the boss until it gets staggered. After a couple hits on the boss, it will kind of lower its head and let you get a couple of free shots before the head goes immune, and it stands back up and does a retaliation where it hits the whole room with lightning, and you are directly targeted by it. You can dodge, roll out of the way, but it doesn't deal all that much damage, and once that's done, the boss kind of rolls back into the same cycle of casting big nukes from its horn that you are supposed to jump up and hit. Ultimately, this is not the most challenging encounter, and after getting through Riku, you should be able to get through this one without too much issue. There we go.
Now let's go and seal that big keyhole.
Sora, you did it. We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
No matter where we are, our hearts will bring us together again.
Besides, I couldn't forget you, even if I wanted to.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hurry! Come and close the keyhole!
Sora, good luck.
Alright, not too much happens here. I talked to these princesses a bit, hoping that they'll give me the upgraded Kiraga. I forget that it is a different character that does that. It's a pretty uneventful descent. We'll just kind of skip down here. And you go and you talk to her, and she will upgrade your stuff. Final form Kiraga. Very powerful. Alright, there's our Hollow Bastion achievement. I know it seems like we still have quite a few to go, and we do still have quite a ways to go, but as we get nearer to the end, we'll start getting them faster and faster, making great progress. Alright, so I'm going to do the Fill Cup solo here real quick. Enemies on the other side of Hollow Bastion have been improved, so I'm not going to just be one-shotting them like I was earlier. But it's still not at the point where I'm in too much danger. It's still some pretty fun combat. Let's go.
That's the power of the Keyblade. Come on! Nothing to it. Come on! This is it! This is it! Come on! Heal! Take that! Come on! That's the power of the Keyblade! Come on! Heal! This is it! Heal! That's the power of the Keyblade! This should help. Take that! This is it! Heal! Come on! Come on! Come on! Heal! Nothing to it! Heal! Come on! This is it!
Not too bad.
Oh yeah!
So we get a combo plus for finishing the tournament solo, as well as our next achievement, and it feels pretty good. At this point, I take a break from the game, but I think I'm going to stick around here and do a couple more cups. Just kind of grind through it, get the XP, get the rewards. It'll be a good time. So we first go into the Fill Cup with the time limit on. These enemies aren't going to pose too much of a challenge, but I'll save you a little bit of time on how this goes. We get to the second to last round. I'm generally healthy. Donald and Goofy aren't. But we just don't have the damage output quite yet to do the timed. It's no worries. It helps us get some good XP, and it's good fighting experience. So we just move on to a different thing. We're going to do the Pegasus Cup solo.
Heal! Heal! Come on! Heal! Nothing to it! Come on! Heal! Oh yeah! Come on! Come on! This should help. Oh yeah! Heal! Heal! Ha! 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 This should help. Oh yeah! This should help. Heal. Heal. This should help. Come on. Heal! Take that! Come on! Heal! Heal! Nothing to it. Come on! Heal! This should help. Nothing to it. Come on!
Just give up, it'll be easier.
It's over! It's over! Get this! Yeah! It's over! Get this!
This should help.
It's over!
Heal.
Hey, ease up.
This should help.
Give up.
It's over!
Come on.
Let's talk this out. Hey, ease up.
This heal.
Gonna hurt. Okay, just give me a second.
Heal.
Get this! It's over! Now you got my Hey, you need a break? Huh. Huh. Hey, you need a break? Get this!
This should help.
Hey, you need a break? You don't stand a chance against me. Huh.
Heal.
It's over! Yeah. It's over! It's over! It's over! No way. I can lose.
Heal.
Good times.
Nothing to it.
So for completing this one, we get an orichalcum. That's quite good for long-term synthesis. Alright, so now I think we're going to try the Herc Cup solo. Because Hercules is already a solo encounter and Cloud is effectively a solo encounter because the Sonic Blade kills Donald and Goofy immediately, this is a pretty reasonable solo to push through. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. This should help. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's the power of the Keyblade. This should help. Heal. Oh yeah. Nothing to it. Take that.
That's the best you can do?
This should help.
So when we defeated Riku, we unlocked something called Counterattack. And right there is what Counterattack does. It makes this fight way more manageable.
Come on.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Heal. Take that. Come on.
Farewell.
Heal.
Disaster.
I give up.
In one split second, we were just too slow. But that's okay. A famous fighter once said, when you get knocked off a horse, you get right back up and you eat that horse. So we're gonna go eat that horse. And we're back at Cloud. Pretty uneventful on the way.
That's the best you can do?
We are going to be a touch less cute on this one.
Heal.
And I don't want to see that DM again, so we're going to do what we call a quick burn, where you get right above the threshold, and then you initiate a combo that takes him right to death. Good fight.
Heal. Take that. Come on. Come on. Heal. Nothing to it. Come on! Heal! Heal! That's the power of the Keyblade!
And our reward fight. With every rippling muscle you could hope for. Hercules' Bay.
Hey, give up yet?
Come on! Heal! Come on! Defense!
Try this on for size.
Hey, give up yet?
Come on! Nothing to it.
GG. So here is the Hades Cup. This is 50 rounds. It's grueling. It has bosses. It has enemies that we haven't even seen yet in the story. This is a pretty exciting place to be. I do not expect that we are going to clear the entire thing in this run, but it's going to be great for XP, and it's going to be really cathartic as far as beating up bad guys and making sure Heartless go back to the Void. But I won't make you watch all of this. The short version is we make it to about round 12, or rank 12. And then in this Darkstorm fight, I end up not being safe enough, and that Invincible clips me with a sword, sends me right back to the lobby. That's okay. We got a lot of XP, we got a lot of fun. So we dust ourselves off, we reset, and we decide, you know what? Let's go for the fill time trial. Just one more time. Maybe we can get it now.
Oh yeah! Fire! Fire! Heal! This should help. Come on! Come on! Take that! Heal!
And with less than 10 seconds to go, we finish the Phil Cup time trial. And there's a nice little achievement for our efforts. Feels good. Like I said, they start ramping up as you get them. So after a brief break, I decide, you know what? Let's go for the Pegasus time trial. That'll be a good idea. So we saunter on over to Phil, and we say, Phil, give me that challenge. And we fail. And we expected to fail. It wasn't even close. We don't even get to the boss. But what we did do is get some XP, and that was fun. And now I think it's time that we take a break from the cups and the tournaments and the fighting, and we go off and we do another adventure. And I think I know what adventures I want to do. I think it is time to save all the puppies and to get all the Trinities. That's right, it's journal time. So first what we're going to do is we're going to go and put all these lanterns out because I know you get something nice for it. I forget what it is, but I know it's nice. It might be a gummy. I think it's a gummy. Doo-ba-dee-doo-doo. Ooh, that was way better than a gummy. There's our gummy. Engine. Gotta go fast. Pop in this Trinity. So in total we have completed 23 out of a possible 46 if my math is correct there. Meaning we're about halfway through. With the puppies, we are also about halfway through. So I think I'm going to focus on getting those taken care of. Get those rewards, get the XP as we grind through it. It'll be a pretty, it'll be fruitful. I won't make you watch the entire journey, but up to this point, if you have been hanging out with us, you've seen every Trinity and Dalmatian we've gotten so far. So just sit tight and we'll give you a quick rundown on where all of the rest of them are, as well as where some other cool things are to find. So we're just going to start at Traverse Town and sweep through each world, looking for puppies and trinities and other cool stuff. I ended up not spending too much time in Traverse Town. I walked around a little bit, but mostly I just came here and did the synthesis, and then we decided to move on to other worlds. I've been here a lot, and I'm not sure there's anything else left to find. That might be a mistake, but we'll come back if so. After synthesizing, we take a minute to install some of the recent gummies that we got on our ship. This should help us go a little bit faster, should give us a little bit more power. Just helping us keep up with the times. And it is a good upgrade. Let's start snooping Wonderland. We get an elixir for opening this chest. That's pretty awesome. Gives us our 100th chest achievement. Onward and onward. I have no justification for what this is. I just walk away from this treasure chest and never open it. Fortunately, I believe I come back for it later, and in hindsight, I do know that that is a Mythril shard, not the End of the World to miss. Some Dalmatians.
Thunder!
We bump into some white mushrooms in this forest. I decide to go for the thunder one. If you don't know how these guys work, you wait for them to make a certain gesture and then hit them with an appropriate spell. If you hit them with the same one 3 times, you get an arts, and these are useful for getting all of the items in the game. Past the tea party area, there is a painting in the bazaar room. You drop down there, and there is a white trinity. These forest and tea party ones are pretty much in the open. You take this doorway up here to get to the general platform, and you can glide around from here. Here's a bit of a tricky one. There's a blue trinity back in the woods, and the way you do it is you have to kick this rock into this water, and that will open it up. Until you do that, there is an invisible wall preventing you from getting through there, so things like glide just won't work. So make sure you get the rock in the water and then shrink back down, and you should be able to get your blue trinity from there. I go through here to try and break combat, and unfortunately this is a one-way door, so I need to do one more lap. Luckily, we get the mushrooms in here, so I'm able to just jump down and finish the Trinity. And that should wrap us up in Wonderland for now on our first pass of finding things. So now we're going to move on to Deep Jungle. Effectively, we're going to just sweep through every single world, find whatever we can find, and then when we have those little tiny cracks at the end, we'll think really hard and maybe use some external resources to get where we need to go. Landing in Deep Jungle, we go to the Hippo Lagoon. There's a couple of treasure chests in here. None of them are critical, but it's some nice items to get. Up here in the vines, you want to check both areas. There's a couple of chests up here that are worth getting, including Dalmatians in this second one. We make our way up to the treetop. There's a blue Trinity in here. And then right through that one door into this little green area, there's a green Trinity. It's a little hard to see on the ground because it's green on green, but if you check, you'll find it. Here we're offered the chance to do the slide, and I really enjoy the fruit slide, so we're gonna just take a break from collecting things and go do that right here and now. So we get our 10, and that gives us an elixir here. But what's better is when we come back through here, there's going to be a second pathway open, letting us go deeper into the jungle. If you keep getting fruit and taking the secondary paths, you can eventually go 5 layers deep and get 50 fruit. And there's a whole bunch of rewards, and there's a time trial aspect, and it's just fun to slide for a bit. It's a nice break. We get an AP up for that one, and that's going to open up the third path, so we continue on through. And after this third one, it actually ends up dumping me off by the waterfall where you fought Clayton. And so we take a minute to go back to the keyhole, and you can get this white Trinity here. So really, we're just feeding 2 birds with 1 stone here. Blue Trinity in the camp. And it's Dalmatians. We make our way back to sliding. And here we go into the 4th slot. So we come straight back to the same place. We take a left instead of a right. And now we're in the final stretch of this. Good old D-Open Power Up. Just getting stronger. Good times. And that ends up being everything that we do in Deep Jungle. So it's time to move on, I believe, to Agrabah now. I'm not sure we're getting everything that there is to get in every world, but by doing this big first sweep, we should be hitting the majority of it, and also everything you fight makes everything you fight easier. We swing on over to the bazaar, and there are some black funguses to fight here. So we take the time and we kill them. We're actually given a mystery goo for our troubles, that's nice. And we jump on this Blue Trinity. At this point we have missed the most basic Green Trinity in the game, so we go backtrack and we get that. And that's the last of things in the Agrabah city, so now we're going to make our way over to the Cave of Wonders. Down in these depths there's a couple of treasure chests to find. We've got a Blue Trinity. It's kind of hard to see in this dark chamber because it's dark and it's blue, so keep an eye out for that. Up here in this middle chamber we have this pillar we can push, and then afterwards we're going to go down and take care of the fallout with that. But first we have a treasure chest up here, and then afterwards there's another one right on over this way. Alright, and now down here, there's supposed to be a passage that you can get to, that you're enabled to jump to from this yellow Trinity. However, it's not there, so we're going to take the long way around and open it up because we did not do that initially. And here's a couple of nice rewards. Here, right at the beginning of the Cave of Wonders, if you walk right into Tiger Mouth, just to the left there is a white Trinity you can use. And I think that is it for Agrabah. So now it is time to get eaten by a whale. So inside chambers 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, up on the ledges, there are these half clamshells attached to the walls. And there's a lot of combat to clear out, but once you do, you can get to these treasure chests. They have some puppies in them. They have a few gummies that you might want to get. And there are a couple trinities in these chambers as well. Up here in the throat, there is another trinity. We get lucky and we have the bouncy mushrooms to clear out combat fast. And then on top of the ship, there is a green trinity. And in the distance, you can see another treasure chest. We're going to make our way over there as well. We move on back into the chambers. I believe this is chamber 6. And on the ground, we have our white trinity for the world. And that's going to call it for Monstro. At this point, we need 4 more white trinities, a yellow trinity, and a red trinity. I know the yellow is over in Neverland, and I have a good guess as to where the 4 white trinities are. So we make our way over to Halloween Town first to pick up some things. And the first place we go is Boogie's Manor. There is a red trinity here, and this is a bug that exists even in the final mix to this day. The way that it works is, it's not that the trinity spawns in or doesn't spawn in. It's that when you load this world, this room, you're loading one of 2 different rooms. And one of those rooms has a special Heartless and a mini-boss and an active red trinity. It was added in the final mix because that red trinity was originally on Boogie's Manor, and you could lose access to it forever and permanently miss it if you defeat Oogie Boogie without picking up that red trinity. In the new version, they made it so that it's on that arch there. However, if you spawn into a version of this room that does not have the special Heartless for the final mix, what will happen is that trinity will be there visibly, but it won't actually be there physically. It's just a visible show. And you'll be clicking trying to hit it, but you'll never be able to get there. So as you see, the way that we fix this is we leave the room and we re-enter the room. And you know that you are in the right room and you'll be able to get the trinity if after you clear out these initial white knights, you get the special Heartless for this area that drops the Blazing Stone. And we're going to get him here, and we're going to fight him. It's going to be a pretty good time. We have 1 more Heartless to kill. And in drops this guy. I don't remember his name quite yet. But this Heartless is one of those special final mix enemies that's effectively a mini-boss for the world. The way he works is he has 2 different health bars. In the first phase, he summons ads, he jumps around, he deals damage, and when you get through that health bar, he will move into his secondary or true phase. That's when he exposes his health bar that is his real health bar, and you are able to damage him fully. The gimmick to this fight is that he still takes reduced damage, And the way that you deal bigger damage to him is he throws out those 3 different colored balls, and you want to hit them back to the boss. If you have something like Eroga, you can cast that, and you'll automatically reflect them back and hit them. But right now we don't happen to have that, so we're basically just swinging into the boss and hoping that our hits also hit those balls and just swing them back to him. I get a lot of good parries here and a lot of wide sweeps that hit a lot of them towards him. This is a fortunate version of this encounter. It's not always this smooth. But we're not really in any danger. It doesn't deal a lot of damage. It just takes a long time. So as far as the strategy is concerned, I keep my focus on the main boss. I sometimes kind of stumble to clear out the ads. And mostly I just press the attack button. As you can see, we get through it pretty simply and quickly. And now we are finally able to touch that red trinity. This finishes all the red trinities in the game. Afterwards, we move over to the room right before Ogi's Manor. We pick up a treasure chest on the wall by the river. And then back in Guillotine Gate, we jump up on this ledge and we find a treasure chest up here that has some goodies in it. Before we take a flight right over to this jack-o'-lantern, which also has some treasure chests in it for us, including some puppies. And I'm pretty sure that is all we need in Halloween Town for now. So we save up and we decide to move on. I believe next we're going to be making our way to Neverland. And Neverland's pretty quick. We're here for this yellow trinity. We push through, and then there's some goodies on the other side to get, some important ones. Whoops. And we level up here, and immediately, without any hesitation, we stop everything we're doing and we find a way to get that combo master that we just acquired equipped. Combo master might be one of the best abilities in this game to always have on. What it does is makes it so that if you miss a swing, you can just keep pressing attack and continue on with your combo as if you hit. This makes Sora both more deadly and more consistent because he's able to now swing a second time if he misses, and instead of having to deal with that weird like rewind up timer, that second swing is already coming in and it helps you get more parries. You're able to do it in the air and you get more hang time in the air because you're intrinsically going to keep like swinging and hovering. Hey puppies! Combo Master is a big deal. As is upgraded Arrow. Aurora is one step closer to Eroga, which you get when you finish the Dalmatians, and Eroga is a game-changing upgrade because that gives you a lot of natural reflection to projectiles that otherwise would just hit you. But we're pretty happy with that get. We make our way over to the deck of the ship and we pick up the White Trinity, which finishes off Neverland for us for now and rewards us with more Dalmatians. So we have 3 more White Trinities to find, and I think I have an idea where they are. So we get ourselves put together, we hop on our ship, and we make our way over to Halloween Town, where we find our White Trinity in the middle of the graveyard. What a nice angle they give you there too. Then we go through this doorway and keep exploring. And there's a couple of goodies in here to find. back out where we go, and that is everything we need in Halloween Town. So we warp our way out, and we make our way on over to Atlantica. Atlantica has some combat in this section right by Triton's Palace, and then underneath we have our White Trinity. Alright, so we have one Trinity left, and I'm pretty sure I know where it's at. I think that I've left Traverse Town for granted because I feel like I've explored it a lot, but we make our way over there, and sure enough, the last White Trinity is in the hideaway by the 2nd District Causeway. So we pick that up, we get our achievement, and it feels real nice. And with Trinity's done, it's time to focus on the other aspect of this. We take a second, we swing by to Fairy Godmother, and we get Mushu. And now it is time to move on and find ourselves some Dalmatians. We stop on by their place just to pay a visit and let them know that they're special. Also because I like nice things. So we stop and we take inventory of where our puppies are. If you go into your journal and you check the 101 Dalmatians, it'll actually tell you, if you press Y, which puppies are in which world. So we're going to make our way through each of these worlds and find them. It looks like we have 7 in total to get. But first we take a quick detour over to Halloween Town once more. I want that torn page. We will likely do 100 Acre Woods soon. And I think we have all of the pages to do it. So we make our way over to Wonderland, and back where we got the last White Trinity, you can cast Thunder on these flowers, and that is where the last puppies are hiding here. Then we make our way over to the Queen's Courtyard and pick up an extra gummy before we move on to the next world. So we hit up Agrabah. And in the plaza where you fight the pot scorpion is where you can get the puppies here. And the other set that lives in Agrabah are over in the Cave of Wonders, so we're going to make our way over there. They're in an upper chamber. Right here in this first chamber, after you clear out all the combat, you can tap on this and get yourself some Omega Ether, and then float on over to this pillar, and that's our puppies for Agrabah. Time for Monstro. I believe this is chamber 5, maybe chamber 4, but there's a lot of combat, like a lot of combat, and then up on these clamshells are some Dalmatians. The last Dalmatians and Monstro are on top of this barrel in a chest. Just through the doorway, I believe this is chamber 4. I don't know. These chambers all look the same. It's the chamber with the barrel that has a treasure chest on it. And now it's time to make our way over to Neverland. This is a pretty simple one. You just go to the below deck first checkpoint, clear out those first wave of ads through the door, and then up her on this beam, you have Dalmatians as well as, I believe, another gummy. Good stuff.
Come on.
And then we make our way over to Hollow Bastion, the final room with that last keyhole. And I look around, and finally, we see it in the distance. We make our way over, and we save the 99 Dalmatians. And this one makes me take a big sigh of relief. Glad to save the puppies. Loving that achievement, and I'm looking forward to the nice things that come with it. The upgraded Eroga is going to make a lot more stuff possible now. So we make our way back over to Traverse Town, and we go right in to see the puppies. Just like normal, Pongo and Perdita meet you with all the happy doggos. They give you the present, they slide towards you. But in this case, because we have them all, we get a little bit something special. And that's a tech boost, that's Eroga being upgraded to max form, and that is a set of every gummy block in the game. Sans a few very specific special ones, but we'll take care of that. Right now we are riding super high, so we just beat up bad guys as we make our way back to the first district. And having safely made it to a non-combat zone, with all of the Dalmatians saved and all of the Trinities done, and multiple cups completed on Olympus, Hollow Bastion sealed, we're going to go ahead and call this one an episode. We have gotten through a lot with this one, Sora is a lot stronger for it, and we are ready for the next phase of the game. And so I think that's what we're going to call it for today. Next time we are going to take advantage of our new gummy ship acquisitions and maybe build a final form ship, and we'll probably also do 100 Acre Woods because I'm looking forward to that. If you've watched up to this point, I want to say thanks for hanging out again, and until next time, be good to each other, y'all.